Hello class. In today's video we will discuss the various method to calculate the interest on drawings made by the partners. So basically there are two methods. One is simple method. So under the simple method, interest on drawings is calculated separately on each amount of drawings from the date of drawings till the closure of the accounting period. So through this line you will get to know if the partners had made drawings throughout the year more than one time. So in that case you will calculate the interest on drawings on different amount separately, and then later on you will add all the interest, then you will get the interest on drawings, right? We will discuss it in our example also. So we will calculate the interest through this formula. So the formula is amount of drawing, whatever be the amount, rate of interest divided by 100, months for which that amount has been utilized or the duration divided by 12. Okay, so what is the next method? There is the second method, that is product method. Under this method, that method is again utilized, is being used when partner had made drawings more than one time again. So in that case, but it is a different there is a different method to calculate the interest on drawings. First of all, we product first of all the products are computed by multiplying the each set of drawings from its duration. In this method, first of all we find the product of each drawings with their duration, right? So thereafter the different products are added and interest is calculated on the total products so arrived for 1 month. So I'll discuss this again. In this method, first of all we find the products for which that amount of drawings made multiplied by its duration, and by doing all these with different drawings, then at the end you just total the whole products, right? Total of the products, and then rate of interest divided by 100 and 1 by 12. This is the formula for product method. Again, interest on drawings is equal to total of products, product of which amount of drawing multiply by duration. Then later on by doing all you will get to know the total, and that total will be utilized here. Multiply rate of interest, that will be given in your question, divided by 100, multiply by 1 by 12. So how to utilize this method? In this we will get to know. In simple method, first of all 20,000, right, made in this, and this is utilized from May till 31st March. Calculate how many months are there. There are 11 months, and for 20,000 amount for 11 month, rate of interest is 9% per annum. Then accordingly you will just calculate the interest. So you will get to know that interest will come 1650, isn't it? How? 20,000 multiply 9 by 100 multiply 11 by 12, then you will get the answer 1650. And by doing all this again and again you will get interest this all. So at the end you will total all the interest, then you will get answer 5250. This will be your interest on drawings. Okay, this is the simple method on which we will calculate interest on drawings separately on each amount. Then later on you will add all of these amount, then you will get the interest on drawings. And what about the next method, that is product method? In the product method you will not calculate the interest, you will just calculate the product. The same, this column will, these three columns are same as above, but In this column, the last one, you will calculate the product like 20,000 multiplied by 11, 10,000 multiplied by 8, 30,000 multiplied 6, so and so on, right? So after doing all these, you will total the amount, then you will get the total of the products. And by putting that total product here and the rate of interest 9 upon 100 and then 1 upon 12, you will get the answer is 5250. So check, you got the same answer that you got earlier. Okay, so these are the two methods in which can be utilized to calculate the interest on capital when capital is made more than one time with different amount. Okay, understood? Right, so check what is next, that interest on monthly drawings. So we'll go back further and we'll check again. In these two methods are utilized in case the drawings are made with different amount, right, with different amount and different duration. But there are one more method if interest is calculated and the drawings are made on monthly basis. If drawings were made on monthly basis, in that case this method will be utilized only in case there is a means common amount of drawing is being withdrawn from the firm and with after particular time period. So when partner makes monthly drawings, again check, it is a monthly drawings, every month the partner had made the drawing, and the interest may be calculated on the basis of the following formula. So when a partner makes monthly drawings, the interest may be calculated on the following formula. So there is the total of drawings. How will you calculate the total of drawings? Suppose the partner made drawings of 1000 in each month. In that case 1000 will be multiplied by 12 because in a year he had made the drawings 12 times. So that amount will be calculated as per the drawings, right, and multiply by the months. So 1000 into 12, then you will get the total amount of drawings. And the rate of interest, you already know what is rate of interest, that will be given in the question, divided by 100. Average period, it is very important how to calculate the average period. I will let you know upon May 12, right? So again check total amount of drawings, multiply rate of interest divided by 100, multiply average period divided by 12. Okay, so what is average period? Average period you will get to know by the formula of half multiply time left after first drawings plus time left after last drawings. Again check, average period equals to half multiply time left after first drawings and time left after last drawings. Okay, so to understand this formula we will check it through one example. So there is one example, right? If the drawings made in the beginning of every month, right? So this is the answer, but we will check if the drawings are made in the beginning of each month. Let's say we have January till December. If it is made on 1st January, then you will know that there are 12 months, right? When the first drawing was made in the beginning of each month, so first drawing was made on 1st January, beginning of the month 1st January, until December, how many months are left? That there are 12 months left. So check 12 months. And according to the formula, time left after the last drawings. So last drawing, when was this last drawing was made? On 1st December. So first, after the 1st December, how many months are left? 1 month, right? So according to the formula, average period equals to half of the time left after first drawing plus the time left after last drawing. So you will get 6.5, right? So here check, if the drawings are made monthly basis, one, it is beginning of every month, in the middle of every month, and in the end of every month. Okay, so according to this formula we calculated the average period will come. First check middle, if it is made on the middle of, it will always come 6 months, and add 0.5, then you will get beginning one, and if you deduct 0.5, then you will get at the end of each month. Okay, you just learn it out, because you will utilize this, will help you out if you learn all these, right? Or otherwise you can use this formula to calculate. So next one, what is there after these 3 monthly, we are calculating quarterly, right? Again it will be utilized by this formula only. If the drawings are made in the end of each quarter, so whole year is divided into 4, so if we divide into 4 the whole year, then you will get to know there are 3 months, right? So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, then October, November, December. These whole year is now divided into quarter, 1/4. Okay, so if the drawings made in the end of each quarter, so it was made after here, it means it was made 31st on 31st March, right? It was made on 31st March. So check, after 31st March how many months are there? 9 months. So here is 9th. And after last drawing was made, the last drawing was made on 31st December. So 31st December, after that there is no months left, so 0. So according to the formula you will get 4.5. So this is the average period if you calculate on quarterly basis. Okay, let's check. In this there is again, you have to remember all these. So there is one easy method. If the drawings are made in the middle of each quarter, again you will check that here is 6 months, here is also 6 months, that is middle of each month, but at the middle of each quarter, then again 6 months. Every month consisting of 0.5. So if we talk about quarterly, so in quarter there are 3 months, so above 3, so you will add 0.5 3 times, then you will get 7.5, and 0.5 if deducted 3 times, then you will get 4.5 at the end, right? This is just to make you understand how these amount are calculated, but otherwise you have to learn all these. Okay, so again calculate all these so that you will learn more. So what's next? There is one illustration in which you have to calculate all in the beginning of each month, at the end of each month, and withdrawn during the year. So if withdrawn 60,000 during the year, and this beginning of each quarter, quarter, these are based on quarter, these two are based on monthly. So this you have to calculate through simple method or product method, right? So during the year, these two you will get to know after completing our next type. So now moving to the next side, interest on drawings. Total of drawings, rate of interest, average period upon May 12. So we are doing this first case, right? In the first case 5,000 is withdrawn in the beginning of every month, then month. So 5,000 into 12, because you want to know the total amount of drawings, that is 5,000 into 12. Rate of interest is 10%, so that is 10 by 100. And after that, the average period, because the drawings was made at the beginning of each month, so this is 6.5, so you will calculate it 6.5 upon my 12, then you will get the answer 3250, right? So according to the formula and utilizing the average period, you have to calculate all these cases from B to H. If you have any problem, just WhatsApp me. What is next then? Okay, similarly, there are average periods are calculated. Okay, so you just check. But what is the case? Let's see. When drawings of equal amount, again check, there is equal amount, are made only during a period of 6 months, right? Earlier we have calculated that drawings have been made with equal amounts, and in each month, it means total 12 months. But now we are calculating that drawings have been made for 6 months only. Then again you have to calculate, calculation is already given by the same formula, average period method. So you will get to know that this is the average period, this is the average period, this is the average period, if the drawings are made for 6 months, during the period of 6 months. Okay, similarly, next is, now drawings are made for 9 months, same for 9 months, and again for 9 months. Okay, in this you have to calculate the average period by using the same formula, but for 9 months. Okay, so this is period, average period. Again for B, the average period is this. Again for C, the average period is this. And as drawings is same, made by all the three partners, so amount will be utilized here. Then you will get to know this is the interest on drawings, and interest on drawings. Okay, what's next? There is case 9, when the rate of interest is given without the word per annum, right? If the rate of interest is given without the word per annum, the interest will be charged without considering the time or the date of drawings. Okay, if the, again check, if the rate of interest is given in the question but per annum is not mentioned, and per annum is not it's not there with the rate of interest, then what will you do? In other words, the interest, in that case, interest will be charged for 12 months. Okay, there is no time bound, it is not related to the time. If per annum is not there, it means that interest on drawings will be calculated for 12 months only directly. There is no need to check the time. Okay, so there is one example in which, in the first example, the same amount A has withdrawn 40,000 during the year, and the rate and the interest on drawings is charged 10% per annum. Per annum is there. If the per annum is there, but the time on which the drawings was made, it is not given, in that case interest will be the total amount, rate of interest, right, upon my 100, and for 6 months, because time is not given. As we already discussed earlier, that if you are calculating interest on drawings and the date on which the drawings was made is not given, in that case it will be assumed that it was made in the middle of the in the middle of each month. So in that case it will be the average period will be taken as 6 if the date on which the drawing is not given and per annum is there. But in our another example, the same amount is there, 40,000, Rate of interest is also there same, but per annum is not added. Per annum is not there. Check. So in that case, you need not have to show the time. Directly you just calculate the interest, that is 40,000 into 10 by 100. Okay, this is the difference in between the two. So let's move. There is no any cases are there, so all the cases is being utilized in your this question. So this is the major question in which all the methods will be utilized. So do all the questions and share it on my WhatsApp group, so that I get to know so that I get to know that you understood all the cases. Okay class, thank you.